attract the right people versus the masses. I'm a coach, and I've worked with several startups. I've worked with several entrepreneurs, some with large followings, some with very small, with 10,000 plus and up. People only care about these four things, okay? 3WH. Who the hell are you? So you might want to define that. What can you do for me? You're going to want to define that. What's your superpower? What are you going to do for these people? 3, why should I listen? Why should I follow you? What's your why? You're going to want to loudly express why you exist. You're going to want to have a strong enough why so that people know. Have a why for them as well, because people only care what's in it for them. Their favorite station is WIFM. What's in it for me? And then 4, lastly, is how. How do I stay tuned? Stay tuned and subscribe below. By the way, subscribe below. What's up, creative fam? This is your guy Vince, and today what we're going to do is talking about creating your brand. Tell you what a brand is. I'm going to tell you how to leverage your brand, and I'm going to tell you how to take your brand to a level where you're able to authentically attract the right people versus the masses. I'm a coach, and I've worked with several startups. I've worked with several entrepreneurs, some with large followings, some with very small, with 10,000 plus and up. With the blue check mark, all that fancy stuff. Nothing wrong with that. However, when it came for them to asking me to walk them through and help them create their product or services, and I asked them, because first you want to start off with who you know when you put something out there. A lot of them said that they don't think their followers would purchase because these followers were attracted through bots. They weren't authentic followers. So when they put stuff out there, these people weren't loyal to them. See, what we're going to do is we're going to reverse engineer that. But you want to be your authentic self. You don't want to be this fabricated, perfect figure. You want to be you. It is time for you to create versus consume. See, a lot of people are trying to consume the character of somebody else instead of who they are and thrive to be. And so what we're going to do in this is we're going to walk you through on what you need to do to be authentic in doing that, and to do it comfortably, because I know putting yourself out there, putting what you love to do out there is a very huge responsibility. It can be nerve-wracking. It can be, it can make you anxious, and anxiety, builds up and stuff like that. So I'm going to tell you exactly what you want to do. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure you get crystal clear on who it is that you want to be, or what your superpower is. Whether you have that superpower or not, whether you're somebody who's in the trenches of building it up, what you're going to want to do is put yourself in the fire, like getting in a new job or something per se, right? So what you're going to want to do is this. Tip number 1. For those who are just getting started, they don't have clients, they just have this passion for something that they want to do, and they're figuring out their journey, or, hey, maybe you don't know where you're going. Nothing wrong with that. But if you take the time to build up your personal brand, this is what I didn't do. This is what Gary Vee was telling a lot of people to do a long time ago. If you get into the habit of building up the journey to finding yourself out, that can also be a skill, because now you're leveraging what you don't know and showing the journey and documenting it to brand your journey, so that way you become somebody who's guiding people that are on the same journey. If you want to get crystal clear, and let's say that you got a business, right? You're going to want to get crystal clear on what it is that your superpower is going to be. So you want to list out the skills and the hobbies, and document it. Try not to be perfect and being authentic, to be your true self. Give up the need of being liked to be you. People like when people are their raw character. When you're your raw character, that's going to be what attracts people there. That's what builds a compelling brand. Think about your favorite celebrity. They're doing outrageous stuff. Yeah, they may have the perfect pictures and stuff, but the ones who stand out, they had stunts. Like, look at what Kanye West did. At one of the biggest events in the industry, he proclaimed a reward from someone. He's done a lot of things that have embarrassed himself. I'm not telling you to go make an ass out of yourself, but what I'm saying is, he's so passionate about what he believes in. He's not afraid to put his heart on his sleeve and put himself out there. It's important that you're doing yourself. Don't try too much to win people's attention. Instead, try to stand for something you believe in. Or what you could do is this. Try to put something out there that can help change and make a difference in people's lives. And whoever comes. But if they're not, you're going to be going no matter what. That's the number one follower you need, is you. You have to follow your journey. You have to follow it. Another thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure that you have a vision. You put the vision board and all that, and then they're like, you can manifest it. Well, that's true, especially in the business of getting your journey out there. You're going to want to visualize it. And what does that mean? First, we already established your mission indirectly, finding why you exist or why you want to exist, and this can be very beneficial just to pinpoint and finish that up. You can build case studies, right? So let's say you're doing interviews of people for something you're learning. Maybe you're interviewing experts, right? As you learn about your journey. Maybe you are learning from there, documenting, taking things you like, things you don't, and then you're putting it all together. 2, what you're going to want to do is maybe build up case studies. Case studies are a great way to get you free testimonials. Obviously you don't get paid right away, but you get paid dividends later on because you can use that video to decipher added value that you've given to others through that skill that you're trying to build and learn and master. Okay? Don't focus on mastering 10 different things. Focus on literally adding value to that one thing and then finding ways to get it out there. That's the key right there that you're going to want to keep in mind. Another thing is you're going to want to stay consistent, stay on topic, focus on what you're doing. Don't try to do 10 different things, just do one thing. Don't follow the trends, don't follow what everybody's doing. If anything, maybe you want to display and go on different platforms, but realize this, a platform's just a platform, it's a tool. The main thing that matters is your message. Let me tell you what a brand is, by the way, because that probably should have been what I started with. A brand is not marketing. Don't confuse the two. A brand is the what. It is the strength of your message. It is what you stand for. It is literally who you're trying to attract. It's not who you're trying to get. When you're marketing, you're just communicating, whether it's through Snapchat, whether it's through Instagram, YouTube, you name it. You want to go where your people are. The people that you're looking to get onto your brand. But that's marketing. That's a totally different video. But stay tuned for that. But for a brand, people only care about these 4 things, okay? 3 WH. Who the hell are you? So you might want to define that. What can you do for me? You're going to want to define that. What's your superpower? What are you going to do for these people? 3. Why should I listen? Why should I follow you? What's your why? You're going to want to loudly express why you exist. You're going to want to have a strong enough why so that people know. Have a why for them as well, because people only care what's in it for them. Their favorite station is WIFM. What's in it for me? And then 4, lastly, is how. How do I stay tuned? Stay tuned and subscribe below. By the way, subscribe below. Follow for more of my journey. Click the link in the bio. That's the how, and then you walk them through the how of what it is that you're going to deliver. Or if you have a product or something that you're putting out there, the how is going to be what allows you to express the process. That's the key word right there. The process is the how. Okay? Now that we got that, I think we're on number 3 now, right? Number 3 is going to be oh, I figured it out. All right. Sorry, this is all raw. I'm not scripting this. This is straight from the top. And that brings me to being your authentic self. A lot of people stress the things they don't have. And you don't need to be perfect and have all these fancy things. What you need to do is show your raw self, or show that person you're thriving to be, and be very organic in it. All right? How do you do that? 1, focus on what you have, not what you don't have. 2, just start recording and talking. And I'm going to tell you some tactics that I give my clients, because in order to fully express your authentic self, you must first accept yourself. You have to accept yourself. So, you're going to want to make sure that you get crystal clear and you don't have any indecisiveness of who you are and who you thrive and want to be, who you want to display, and you want to unapologetically be yourself. If you're somebody who is looking and finding yourself, you're going to want to document that. That's a good thing to go, because you're showing people that you are building, you are growing, and that's the key thing. So how do you get over that shyness? Because I know that's a huge hump. That is something that a lot of people struggle with, is they're scared to really show who they are. So let me tell you how to do that. If you're somebody who is shy of people, what you're going to want to do is this. First, I want you to go to YouTube. All right? Go to YouTube. Get an instrumental, hip-hop instrumental, right? I want you to start rapping. That's right. Start rapping. And let me tell you why you want to start rapping. When you rap without thinking, no writing, freestyling, you're going to then be able to express your thoughts without thinking. You'll get in the habit of expressing yourself without being so fabricated, and you're going to be okay. You don't got to record it or nothing. This is just the exercise to get you to clear your head and to get things off of your mind. Another thing you're going to want to do is you want to keep doing this. You're going to want to start, let's say that you are scared of what the people you know think. Well, first of all, you need to get clear and ask yourself, am I really doing it for the people I know? Or am I doing it for a specific sector of the market or individual that I'm trying to help? Let that sink in. Let that land. I want to say that again because it's that important. A lot of people are scared of what people are going to think because of the people they know. But are you really trying to serve the people you know? Because I can tell you right now, a majority of my clients are, maybe 80%, are people I do not know, never met, or anything like that. Most of my followers I don't know, but they're loyal to what I put out there. I don't have the most massive following at this point. And honestly speaking, I don't care to have the largest following. All I care about is making impact. And when you make an impact, that is going to be when you're going to be able to get a loyal following. You're going to get people that are going to follow closely what you're doing. And you're going to be able to get the attention of the right people. You won't get everybody, but you get the right people. And that's the biggest mistake that many people do. They thrive to promote, right, instead of help. So make sure this is going on to the next step, by the way, next tip. Do not promote before you get to know or you get to share who you are. That 3WH model. Make sure you get a chance to connect. Connect before you get a follower. If you have a follower, make sure you connect with them. That's a great way to do it, especially if you are able to manage that. Start messaging people. That's where I started out, just introducing myself, just like as if we were at an event. That's another thing to keep in mind. What else is there? Lastly, put on events. So first, before I go on to this, I want to, because I kind of skipped around. I'm not the best flow storyteller, but I will tell you this. If you are shy, by the way, get used to recording on your own, your journey. This is your journey. This isn't anyone else's but your journey and whoever you decide to bring along. So ask who you want to come with you. Make sure it's not vibe killers. You don't need a recorder. If anything, get a selfie stick or get a gimbal. Go on Amazon. You can get one $80 or so. Use your phone. And then that will give you stabilized, great content. Get out there in the daytime and go record yourself. And if you are somebody who You don't even need all that stuff. Just usually use a selfie stick if you don't have somebody record you, or just hold your phone and talk into it. Right now I have fancy equipment, but I'm using my phone. I'm on a hike right now, so that's the device that I use. So don't let the lack of resources stop you from what you're doing. If it is time, devote a specific time of the day, specific time of the week to record content, to edit content, and so forth. And lastly, and keep doing that, and you're gonna build and build. Do not pay attention to followers. Do not pay attention to subscribers. Let them come as they come, let them go as they go. They will come when they feel there's value, and they will leave when they feel that the job is done for them and they no longer, need your services. And that is okay, and you should welcome that. You should not be tugging on to people. It's another thing that is key. How do you do that? Well, you know where those follower analytics are. Stop doing it for the followers. I mean, if you're looking for viewers, cool, you can look at that to say, hey, am I connecting with the right people? So when you look at the analytics, it's not just the followers, or the viewers. It's more so, if you got a lack of viewers in what you're doing, or you got a lack of engagement, you got to ask yourself, am I marketing enough? Am I putting myself out there persistently? Because that's what that usually is. Not who's following. Those are conversions. If anything, actually, that matters who is following, not how many follows. So that's another thing to keep in mind. And also, if you're somebody who is scared of people and you want to get in your comfort zone of recording regularly, unfiltered, create a new page and just start sharing that content. All right? Start talking in the mirror. Start going outside on a hike by yourself and talking in your phone, and just get used to talking to yourself in the phone and recording it. And then I want you to start uploading and then sign off of whatever platform it is and let whatever come. And then the next day you go and engage with whoever comments on there and so forth. You get any haters, you ignore them because they don't matter. What matters is the people that you're trying to influence, and that's all that should matter. And lastly, have fun with what you're doing. Have fun. This is your baby. This is your brand. This is you. Make sure it's you. Create before you consume. Create to start, build to grow, sustain to maintain. This is your boy Vince, the creative entrepreneur. Stay blessed. Peace out.
I'm not trying to impress you anymore. Spending all this time trying to get you out my mind. Oh, it feels so good to take you off the pedestal.